Welcome to the Hero You podcast. I am your host, Matt Hitt, and today we're going to talk about something that most high achievers do not say out loud. What do you do when success feels empty? When your winning just isn't what you thought it would be? So let's go ahead and let's get started. So today I want to talk about the chase of the goal. You hit the number, you earn the degree, promotion, the applause, and for a moment it feels amazing. And then the high fades, and in the silence that follows, you start asking, is that it? Or you start looking for your next high, your next goal to achieve. If that's ever happened to you, then this episode is for you. We're told as little children that if we work hard enough, sacrifice long enough, hustle relentlessly, that will give us fulfillment. But the truth is, many people hit their goal, and frankly, they just feel numb. Jay Shetty shared that too many people are climbing ladders that are leaned up against the wrong wall. And I absolutely love that visual. This is what I call the flight to nowhere. So if I may, I would like to ask you this question. How do you know when you feel successful? The answer for me for that question is peace. Peace is the most underrated feeling in the world. Part of the reason is not enough of us know what it feels like, and we don't feel it enough. Because it's something that constantly doesn't live in our lives. Sure, we get a glimpse of it here when someone holds us, or our kids tell us that their mom or dad are the best ever. But then the noise starts up again. Peace is only obtained when we have priorities in line and our boundaries set. I would like to give you a visual. Imagine a 5-gallon jug of water. This jug we'll call success. We have a table, no cups, no buckets, just a table. And we pour that 5-gallon jug over the table. It's going to make a mess. And in the end, you're going to have a wet table and a wet floor. And that's because we didn't set a success measure. Or maybe we set the wrong ones. On the other side, we have a 5-gallon jug. And we have 5 1-gallon jugs that we're pouring into. Each one of those should be filled. And the table may just get a little bit wet, depending on how messy you are at pouring. But when we set the right success measure, we will feel that fulfillment. Let me share the story of 2 athletes. Now, I'm not judging. I'm giving you an example of 2 people, same arena, different results, both considered amazing, both paid different prices. I want to talk to you about Kurt Warner and Tom Brady. You might know both as MVPs, Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, Hall of Famers. Kurt Warner married into a large family. His beliefs were taught around the family. He was content with where he was when he walked off, and he walked away from the game. Tom Brady, on the other hand, because of his early success, was almost defined by it. And he not only wanted to win championships, but one of his teammates later shared that he wanted to chase Michael Jordan. He viewed that as the ultimate success measure. Now, unfortunately, during Tom's pursuit, it cost him his family structure. Now, both were very successful, from almost obscurity. Both fantastic careers, both Hall of Famers. One is clearly in the conversation for one of the best NFL players of all time. One is not. And I share this because I believe I share this with you because I believe in both cases, both hit their success measures. I don't believe either one would trade places with the other. So when it comes to finding success in our lives, we need to know who we are, what are our priorities, and have the right success measures for those priorities. So we know that we're not chasing the wrong things, or as Jay Shetty said, our ladder is on the right wall. So how do we know when we're chasing the wrong things? See, when we're chasing the wrong things, we feel restless. And that restlessness could come even after the win. And that makes us want to immediately set that next goal, because the silence makes us feel uncomfortable. Looking successful, but feeling spiritually bankrupt. That doesn't mean ungrateful. It just means that your definition of success was never deeply rooted in who you are. Most of us didn't even design what our ideas of success is. We inherit it from our parents who said a stable job, don't rock the boat. The culture glorifies busyness over burnout. A culture that glorifies busyness and burnout. Influencers who measure success by followers instead of fulfillment. But if you didn't choose your success map, you're probably lost in a life that looks good from the outside, but you feel the disconnect on the inside. Tony Robbins shares that success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So it's critical that we redefine success from inside out. So here's your next power move. You need to redefine what success means to you. What makes you feel alive? What would success look like if no one ever saw it? Would it be worth doing if you knew at the end that you might fail? Then use this formula. Success equals alignment plus impact plus joy. Success isn't about achievement. It's about alignment. When your actions match your values, you stop chasing and you start becoming. Success isn't about achievement. It's about alignment. When your actions match your values, you stop chasing and you start becoming. Here's something I want you to think about. Where in your life have you won, but still feel empty? What parts of you have you been ignoring in the pursuit of success? Don't settle for the surface level victories when your soul is craving something more. You were created with gifts. You were created with talents that are for you and you alone. For you to plant, for you to establish, for you to use, to share and give back to everyone around you. And if this is a struggle, and if this hits home, I want you to know that you're not alone. You were built for more than performance. You were built for purpose. So as we wrap up this week's episode, I pray that as a whole, we can find success measures that matter most to us, and we ball out. We do everything we can for those success measures. And it's not to please other people. It is not to live up to false expectations that other people have set on us. We will crash and we will burn. We need to find the things that are important to us. Set our success measures. Set those priorities. And let our identity shine through everything we do. Because then, everything we do will be a reflection of who we are. And that, in my opinion, is the biggest success measure that we could ever have while we're on this rock. So, I want to thank you for taking the time and listening to today's podcast. If it hits home, please share it with someone who you feel is suffering from the grind and can benefit from it. That is the only way we could truly make the true difference that we want to make. And until next time, remember, your presence is the greatest gift you will ever give. And until then, keep fighting, keep rocking, and continue to unlock your hero within.